Hill. The football team finished the regular season 10-0. The defense has 7 shutouts, including Natick and Walpole. They held opponents to a mere 3 points per game while scoring an average of 22 on offense. That earned a trip to the Division I Eastern Massachusetts Super Bowl against Arlington. And back then, that was the state championship. They were number 1 in Eastern Massachusetts. The team had 2 Globe All-Scholastics, quarterback Chris Collins, defensive tackle Dennis Clifford, and also a Herald American All-Star Joe Lynch, all dominating players who led by example. Many were named Bay State League All-Stars. The underclassmen proved to be an integral part of this team, filling key positions and motivating each every single day. The players were talented, they were tough, they were confident, and mentored by a group of smart, experienced, dedicated coaches. Head coach John Duffy Doherty tweaked the high-powered offense. Defensive head coach Jack Martinelli came up with the defensive schemes that made many small colleges very envious of Norwood. Both were ahead of the time in their sport. But their ultimate test would come against Arlington in that Super Bowl game. Leading 14-8 late in the fourth quarter, they found themselves in trouble as a result of miscues and penalties that put Arlington on the Norwood 3-yard line. Arlington had time in regulation for only 1 play to tie the score. Their quarterback dropped back to pass, but due to the defensive coverage, he decided to run the ball into the end zone. And as was written in the Globe the next morning, Morrissey was there waiting. It was nose tackle Marty Morrissey who proved to be quick, tough, and relentless, making that initial stop. And his teammates came forward and helped solidify the tackle. Final score, Norwood 14, Arlington 8. The Mustangs were the 1977 Super Bowl champions. And Mark, if I was sitting up in that booth, this is the way I would have introduced them. Ladies and gentlemen, here are those Mustangs. Chris Collins. Chris Collins. Jeff Melvin. Dan Kennedy. Dennis Clifford. John Collins. Mark Collins. Tiger Bach. Michael Oki O'Connor. Rich Capone. Tank Nardelli. Marty Morrissey. Tim Wall. Joe Lynch. Larry Dennehy. Paul Memo. Jimmy Donahue. Joe McDonough. Coach Jack Martinelli. Coach George Putnam. And Coach David Sad. Ladies and gentlemen, your 1977 Super Bowl team, Norwood High School.